I wanna be Batman, cause everybody really ain't shit to me.
Sup everyone, it's MJ Reviews, and it's me bringing you guys another review. The People, another review. I'm doing Batman, Gotham Knights, and it's a very cool movie. I'm just gonna put it off on the bat. It's a very cool movie. It's in the anime, formation. It's a pretty cool, different way of looking at Batman, I must say. I'm not usually a fan of anime just because the art doesn't really intrigue me that much, but I was willing to give it a chance in the Batman Gotham Knights movie. When I first saw this movie, I was a little iffy about it when I first saw it in the commercials, but then I bought it because I'm a Batman fan and I wanted to see and check it out and just give it a chance. And I must say, anime was awesome in this. Like, I mean, Batman was pretty badass looking in the anime, like, graphics. The art in this movie constantly changes in every story, because there's 6 stories in this, and it changes. The first story is, Do I Have a Story for You? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And it's with 4 kids, and 3 of them met up with, or saw Batman, and they're telling the story to the 4th kid. The first kid sees him as a shadow. He describes him as a shadow, and the artists, they drew Batman basically as a shadow, and I thought that was pretty damn cool. Because the first time I saw it, the first time I saw the movie, I was like, it's fucking retarded. But the second time I watched it and thought about it, I was like, you know what, that is pretty different. That's pretty creative. I like that. He saw him as a shadow, they drew him as a shadow, and that's pretty awesome. The second kid, she saw him as a bat, because, you know, the bat suit, and his basic intentions is to strike fear into the hearts of criminals, and being basically a bat, which scares him, scares other people, and that's basically what they image when they see him, and that was pretty cool. The third kid, he saw him as a robot. I'm not really sure how that intends to be Batman, the robot part, but whatever. I mean, I guess he saw him because I'm really not sure how the robot part played out. I was trying to think it over, and I just can't make any sense of it. I don't know. But the 4th kid, basically he has no idea what Batman looks like until Batman winds up in the place where these kids are, and this kid winds up helping out Batman because the criminal's beating Batman's ass, and the kid winds up hitting him with a skateboard, and Batman's just like, thank you, or just gives him a nod and is like, thanks, and the kid's just like, whoa, I just fucking helped out Batman, like, that's awesome, you know, like, what kid gets to say that? The second story was with the cops, and the artwork constantly changed again, and in different anime forms. Like, it's all in anime, like all the Asian style drawings, but they're different ways of doing it, and it was just so creative. Like, whoever thought of making it like this was just a genius. Especially for someone who's not an anime fan like myself, this was just beautiful the way they drew it. It was just awesome. Like, I'm gonna start becoming a fan of anime just because of this movie, because like, they just drew him so awesome, and it wasn't like they got off a topic with Batman, like they made him like way too thin or way too bulky or way too like extreme where you wouldn't believe that that's actually Batman. They like stayed to his character and just made him, they just formed mold to him, and they just made him and just made him sleek and whatever. The constantly changing batsuits was pretty cool. My favorite batsuit was the one that repelled all the bullets. Lucius Fox made a new batsuit where there was a repelling thing in it. I think in his watch he had it once, and then he had it in here, I think. And when a bullet would come here, it would stop and just bounce off and just repel. But Batman gave it up because a kid who shot at him got hit with a stray bullet because it bounced off of him, and Batman had to wind up bringing him to the hospital because he almost died. And Batman just gave it back to Lucius Fox and was like, I'd rather risk my own life than have someone else's life at risk because of this invention. It's way too strong and way too powerful for a man to hold. And I just thought that was a cool line for him to say, because Batman's all about that. the villains in this with Deadshot and Killer Croc and Scarecrow. Scarecrow was scary as hell. He was pretty cool. Awesome way of drawing him. Pretty cool. Killer Croc, they made him like a dragon, huge in the sewers. Way out of scale, but you know what? It's a cartoon. It's like probably gonna be just a one shot. I mean, it's way cool to see like new ways of doing it. Deadshot was cool, the way he shot this dude. Like, he was in a moving carousel and shot from the carousel, went through a glass building, went through a glass, like, goblet, and then hit the dude right in the face, like, in between his eyes, and killed him. Awesome, awesome. What else? What was I gonna say? About this movie, a definite pickup if you're a huge Batman fan like I am. I love Batman. Batman's like one of my favorite top heroes. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and some people I heard people talking about this movie saying that they didn't like it because it was supposed to be between Batman Begins and Batman the Dark Knight, and how it was irrelevant to the movies. I'm like, dude, it's a freaking cartoon. Like, it's a freaking cartoon. Get over it. You know, like, ease up. It's just a cartoon. Just, if they wanted to make a between movie of it, they would have made it. This is a freaking cartoon. It's an anime cartoon. I mean, chill out. Just stop bitching. I've heard people say it. Like, I just heard people talking about it, and it's just stupid to think that. But awesome movie. Awesome, awesome movie. If they made a sequel to it, that would be awesome. If they made other ones like it with the anime art, I would highly vote for that. It's just really cool. What else do I have to say about it? Nothing, just the art was just really cool. It was just really different, and it was really different for me, and I loved it. It was just, kudos to the artists, kudos to whoever thought of it. Oh yeah, and what I wanted to say was, they had the Batman's voice from the 1990 cartoons, and the way they drew Batman for this movie, he was a little bit too young looking for the voice of the Batman from the animated series, but I was cool with it because it's a familiar Batman voice, and I would take that voice over any, like, substituting voice, because I'm comfortable with his voice. What's his name? Kevin Conroy? Yes, Kevin Conroy. I love his voice for Batman, but for this movie, kind of didn't fit, but you know what? I liked it anyway, because it's a familiar voice, and I'd rather have that voice than any other substitute. So, great movie. Highly recommend you picking it up if you love Batman or just a Batman fan. Definitely give it a try, because it's definitely creative. So, with that said, talk to you guys later.